Hello everyone and welcome back. We have been warm and mostly sunny. A few clouds developing out to the west. We're in kind of an unstable atmosphere that's going to allow for some strong and severe thunderstorms later this afternoon into the evening as a cold front sweeps through, kind of cuts through that warm and unstable atmosphere. So here's the breakdown of our viewing area. You can see a lot of areas highlighted in yellow. That's a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe late this afternoon and into the evening. A level 1 in this darker green includes Baudette down into Fargo, but notice Fargo's kind of on that edge between that level 1 and level 2. Fergus Falls kind of on the edge as well, but points to the east and south of Fergus Falls, looking at non-severe thunderstorms. The main risk tonight, the main hazard or impact is going to be high wind gusts, expecting gusts upwards of 70 miles per hour, some straight line winds. We are also watching for the possibility of large hail as well, between an inch and about an inch and a half in diameter. Out west, there's already a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 9 p.m. Now, as those storms get moving and move into eastern North Dakota, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see that severe thunderstorm watch kind of expanded to include our area as well. But here's what's going on out west right now. There's that line of storms that's already marching eastward, about to approach Wells County at this time. The severe storms are still out in western North Dakota. For now, we're enjoying mostly clear skies and some sunshine. We've had a few pop-up showers through Hubbard and Wadena County, but otherwise, we're pretty quiet for now. Here's a look at the timing and track. Over the next hour or so, we're going to start to see more of those thunderstorms pushing into our easternmost counties and into the Devil's Lake Basin. This is by about 5:30, 6 o'clock, so right about the dinner time hour. Also, a few rumbles of thunder possible with those showers that are off to our east. Once these initial storms kind of fizzle out a little bit, here comes the main line of storms. This is now 8 to 9 o'clock, really starting to push through eastern North Dakota, arriving into the central Red River Valley by about 11 p.m. midnight, crossing the Red River midnight to 1 o'clock, and then lifting to the north and east into the mid overnight hours by around 2-3 a.m. before they start to exit. For tomorrow, we could still see a few rumbles of thunder up north, but tomorrow is going to be windy. We're going to see winds out of the west gusting upwards of 40 miles per hour, though we will see some sun. It won't be as warm as we are today either. Tomorrow going to be in the 60s and 70s, clearing out late tomorrow night. Looking outside right now, 86 degrees here in Fargo, Moorhead 82, south-southeast breeze at 9 miles an hour. Grand Forks looking pretty quiet for now too. 83 degrees, south-southeast breeze at 9 miles per hour. We're at 86 in Sisseton, 89 in Aberdeen, South Dakota. A little cooler north, 68 in Baudette, 73 Bemidji, 75 in Roseau. Tomorrow afternoon's temperatures, most of us going to be in the 60s, and it may even feel just a little bit cooler because of that strong wind out of the west. Looking ahead to your planning forecast, we stay pretty active. Storms late Sunday, so most of Sunday going to be pretty good. A couple showers linger into Monday morning. Another chance of some soaking rains, mostly south and east on Tuesday. Spotty showers on Wednesday, another chance of late day storms on Thursday, more rain Friday. And Courtney, that leads us into Memorial Day weekend. All the campsites are booked up, but it's going to be rainy with cooler temperatures as well.
Might be a little wet out there.
It usually is for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, thanks.